Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with power plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant shots on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Picking the players, they all never time. You can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. We about to go big. We about to go big.
Just cash.
About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks. About to go big. Kill him with the Prizepicks.
Yay!
What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. What? Let's get a little bit of news real fast. Just had Paige Buckers and Isaiah James are available today, so it's good to know.
Yay, Paige! We love you, Paige.
Yeah.
We love you more than Caitlin now, because you play and Caitlin doesn't. Yay, Paige!
Yeah, she's been a fun player to watch. But what up, everyone? Welcome back. You already know what time it is. It's Just Cash.
Bitch!
Pew, pew. Hey. Coming off of a little bit of an off day, so had some time for the R&R, get the head right and all that good stuff. But we're back to a busy day today. We got 5 games on the docket. What you said, 3 starting at the same time, and then the other 2, were they kicking off at the same time as well?
Yeah, and you said get the head right.
Pause.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a busy one. Busy one, to say the least. And then we got 1 game tomorrow as well, so things cool off, give us a little break again, and then a busy Sunday. I believe 5 games again. Yeah, 5 games again on Sunday. So quite the interesting slates this week, to say the least. But we digress. Here we are. We're back again, coming at you with the Flex Friday today. And if you guys were a part of the Discord, you beat the bumps. So let's go through our spiels already real fast. Before we get into it, if you guys do us a huge favor, make sure and hit that like button down below. Appreciate every single one of y'all as we grow the channel and become the best WNBA out there. And don't forget to turn on that subscription. Make sure and hit the bell so you don't miss out whenever we go live. And then last but not least, make sure you get into the Discord to beat the bumps. Man, there was some bumps today too. We posted up our Flex Friday slip, and it looks like 3 out of the 5 plays already changed. So go back to it here real fast so you guys can see it. Yeah, man. And then woke up to a ton of green again, both in NPB, which I will say shout out to our co-host here, Underrated, back with the fire again. And then our soccer guy, Big DZ, man, cleaned up this morning. We had a lot of green in there, and I saw Coach already posted a green slip too. So, man, oh man, it's been popping in the Discord.
Kids are happy.
Kids are very happy. I know. I will say, beginning of last slate, was it Wednesday? Kind of left a bit of a sour taste in our mouth. The first 2 games went a little bit sideways on us, but we did sweep the last 2 games, so nice recovery there. And then our live betting took a slight hit, but not that much. Still did honestly really solid with that at the end of the night too. So still making money in the Discord. Again, make sure you guys check it out. Still running the 7-day free trial. Link in the description.
Yay.
All right. So we got a busy day today. We're not going to sit and answer a ton of questions if we get super busy. So I will preface that beforehand. We are waiting on a little bit of news and confirm for starting lineups, but we'll get to as many questions as we possibly can. And yeah, let's just go from there. So,
but wait, E, 1 second. I do want to say one thing before you get started. I want to give credit where it's due. Van Negro Jones and his 3 threes. Zandalicini bet he came with last time. Woo, buddy. You get credit. You get extra credit. That is a wild hot take that cashed at plus 240, I think it was. So good job, man. And he said he's doubling down on it again today. And adding Ryan Howard 3 threes plus 473. And also says, please bet responsibly. Look at that. Look at that young fellow there. Gotta love him.
Sir.
Good job.
Yeah, man. Xana had a hell of a game. I mean, that first half was just honestly unbelievable. And her three-point efficiency continues. So, been a very, very bright spot so far in this Golden State. And honestly, I'm glad that coach is really giving her the minutes and kind of turning her loose here. So, love to see it, man. Great calls.
For sure. And Ian's here, and he said he's first. It's going to be a good night. He has a feeling. All right, Ian. Well, don't come in with no negative stuff and cussing out poor women who are trying their best. Ian. Oh, I didn't realize. Ian and E2 and E1. All right, we digress. Let's go, E.
All right, so let's talk about this first game here, which honestly I think is going to be an absolute prop fest. We got Sparks traveling out to Dallas, 2 of the top teams and 2 of the worst defenses going at it. Both teams really just giving up a ton of points in the paint too right now, but got a shout out. This one going to have a lot of interest, and I think our live betting is going to be very fruitful for this one. Now that Paige and James are available to play, that should hopefully keep the game competitive enough. And honestly, Dallas has looked better with Enrique off the floor. I'll keep it a buck with you. So this should be, I'm hoping 4 quarters of basketball here. But man, I gotta love Hamby today. Let's start off with that. One of our first plays today. They did just bump it up on Prizepicks, which I think is totally warranted. But 16.5 points, and I got to say also a couple of other props. The other prop that really kind of stood out for me for 2 different players and for the same reason, but the 7.5 rebound under for Hamby and for 5 head today, which we'll get to here in a second. I'll show you why. But points for Hamby definitely was a solid look for us. I mean, look at her over the last 20 games here. I mean, she's been right over this, averaging almost 18 points a game. So we get a point cushion on that. And then historic matchup, she was one of my favorites. I absolutely nuked her in the last Dallas game, but she just gives them business every time they play, and something that's really good upside for her is not only the points in the paint that they're allowing over the last month, but also their free throws are giving up per game and transition defense. So 2 things that Hamby really shines on. Multiple free throw attempts for her in the most recent meeting. But the field goal volume, I mean, honestly, has been something that's been really, really solid over the last month now, too. So look at the last 20 games. Oh, they bumped her up. She was at 11.5. Now, the one at 12, I probably wouldn't play this. Asking for 13 is kind of pushing it. But the Brink being back into the mix has really kind of caused a ripple effect. So what it's done, mostly just a rebounding downside for both of Hamby and for Azure. You look at the games where Brink was present. And no, go back. Rebounds. Oh, this shit was messing up earlier. Okay, it's just Azure then. So for games with Azure, she's only hitting this at or Azure and Brink, 29% so far. So I mean, she's definitely taking a hit here. I feel like this is wrong. I definitely looked at this shit earlier and it was not telling me this. Hold up.
While you're looking.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, go
ahead. Something was wrong with Outlier earlier. Sorry. But yeah, just going back to the points, though, I mean, massive upside for her today. And she's been averaging 20 points in the series against them. But with Brink now being back in the lineup, it's just forced her into the same rotation, basically. Now just sprinkle around different cast and crew around her between the second units. And as long as her minutes don't dip below 30, that's really been kind of the catch-all for her. Games underneath 30 minutes, a little bit sweaty. But the game's over 30 minutes. I mean, this has been a walk-up for her, closer to 20 points so far this season. And again, Dallas, they just cannot stop anything inside the paint. They also are leaving Haley Jones out there as their stand-in kind of power forward, and she's been fouling a ton lately. So honestly, Hamby should just be able to have her way tonight. So 16.5 points, and also consider the ladder for 20+.
We love you, Hamby. You've been so consistent. Such a moneymaker for us this season. Big Pete Davidson. We love you.
Pete Davidson. Yeah, man, the little Hamby that could. Very consistent. But, yeah, and like I said, shout out for also Azare, her under rebounds, because she's going to start playing a little bit less minutes. I know her scoring upside has definitely been there, but the rebounds, they're coming down a little bit since Brink got it back there.
And Brink got hurt one of those games, and she played more, I think, Azare.
Last game, yeah.
Was it last game? Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get any kind of indication that there was, any question marks or anything for Brink. So I think she just rolled her ankle, made her a little bit uncomfortable. And obviously, Azare was playing pretty well to begin with. So they were fine just leaving her out there.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Get caught up on questions here real fast, and then we'll move on to the next game. We got 2 plays from.
All right. Well, I left off on Ian, and we're back to Ian. Let's go, Ian. Shit, number 1. First place, Ian. God damn, and all that green, too. Like I said, don't be coming in with that, oh, this person missed. Come in with that. That person's about to hit, and god dang, yesterday was good. We're going to be looking for that, Ian, today. He says, awesome night last night. Cash on them MPB picks. Join the Discord. Hit the like button, too. Damn, Ian, let's go. Threw a commercial for us. That was dope. He says, what's your confidence on level 1 to 10 on that, Negro? He's saying that plus 370, 473 bet. It's Zanalissini 3s, Reinhard 3s. His confidence level is plus 473, Ian. That's his confidence level, okay? You don't need to ask somebody what their confidence level is on a plus 473 bet, but we have a nice guy in our Discord. He says, Ian, I was at an 8 on that Zanalissini 3s call. I'm at an 8. Feeling again with this 2 pick. He's at an 8. No one knows what that means. Just means play it, Ian. And we have the spam bots. Look at that. Spam bots. They are here today. Thank you, guys.
NFL's
you know what that
back.
means. You know what that means, guys. All right, two likes to get to 25, and good luck as well. We only need 2 more likes, guys. Yeah, we're at 23. You guys are the shit. Ant the Kid's here. What's up, bro? Yeah. He says, AT underboards. Now, you were talking about that before. AT underboards. I'm interested.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on for Alyssa Thomas today, and I will say this is still kind of elevated lines for her. I was quite surprised to see her at 34.5 PRA. That's pretty outlandish. She's staying way below this for majority of the season. So, but that one was a little bit more choosy on a few different sites. I think the most noticeable one was Hard Rock and ESPN or Bet365. Sorry, but if you got any of those, I mean, man, it's really high. Like historically, AT absolutely locks her, or Asia absolutely locks down AT. The scoring downside is pretty substantial. I mean, not really the best of spots for her, but yeah, I also agree, man, the rebounding has been really bad for her. Now, albeit she's in kind of a heater right now where she's in triple-double mode and she's been really getting after it, but this would be quite a difficult one. I mean, Vegas is allowing the bottom barrel kind of rebounds per game. Even though she will be covering Asia, I mean, there could be some between that, but, Asia has really good separation between her and her defenders. So typically, that mid-range action probably not going to yield that many rebounds. So something like that would be on breaks at the basket or her trying to do the pick and roll down low. But more than likely, we get a little bit more help coverage. I know Asia smashed the first time they played, but that was also a different scenario, different starting 5, and before Bonner joined with the team as well. So yeah, man, this could be a day that AT comes back down to earth. Honestly, I'm not in love with the matchup at all for her. The only upside I would like to say is probably the assist. 8.5 was kind of low on the books for everything. But yeah, man, even the RA, need 19 RA right now. Oof, that's a lot. That's a big climb from where it was 16 and a half, just right here.
Yeah, man. We were getting 29.5 PRA. Now we're at 34.5. I mean, I know she's AT and all, but once those lines get up there like that, it doesn't feel like the value that we were getting. So I think it's better to pass. We shall see. AOD says, E-Money, our brother. And he says Underrated Beats is also our brother. Brothers. Let's go, Ayo. What's up, bro?
That's good, man.
That's good. Let's see. Who else we got in here? Oh, more spam bots. All right. Gunshots for the spam bots. Ayo says smash the like. Hey, we got to 26 likes, guys. Whoever hit that 25th got good luck, and whoever hit 26 got even better luck, because the new plan is the higher the like, the last like is the best luck of the day. So you better hit that like again. Big Two says, let's fucking go. Let's go, Big Two. Ian says, there's always a Stone Cold Stunner or a You Raggedy Bitch meme close by. He's warning us. Starfall's here. What's up, Starfall? Starfall, I like the way Starfall bets, man. I gotta tell him again. Man, he be coming with some sharp looks, man. No bullshit. Ian says, everybody's on Hamby points today. Beware, could be a trap. Don't listen to anything Ian ever says, guys. Let's give it up for that. Woo! Never listen to Ian. Yay! All right. And more spam bots. Yeah. Ian says, I'm gonna come with that real shit. Ian's talking shit now. Damn it, Ian. And more spam bots. Holy shit. Mad Zero says, pause, daddy, chill. I'm not sure exactly what that was from, but I'm sure we said something ridiculous. So, Mad Zero, you're probably 100% correct in that. Starfall says, I don't know if y'all been on this, but Sabrina been stinking first half, and her line dropped so much second half, she could be cashing the over. So, I do agree, because we have been betting live and we've been betting her under second half. That's actually been working too, but her first halves have been ridiculously bad. You going back at it, E?
Yeah, I know Big T was asking about first half plays earlier this morning, and at least the first half under points was still strongly in consideration. I mean, I don't know if it's just a mental game or what's going on with her right now. Maybe it's with Emma being in the offense too. It's just kind of throwing her off a little bit. But yeah, really, really bad first halves, of the last 5 games in particular. But I would say the last 3 out of 4 were pretty bad too. I mean, the Sparks was a really this was the best matchup. You couldn't have asked for a better matchup, and still was only able to put up 8 points. So the RA, not really any kind of great upside. I mean, Minnesota's a pretty solid defense. These 2 teams did play pretty recently, if I'm not mistaken. I remember that was a game that we took Emma on the back-to-back, and she pooped out on us. Or was it Shepard? It was one of the two, but did not play well. Yeah, I mean, the RA downside is still kind of back and forth, but she only had 7 against them in the most recent games, so that's pretty telling. And I think a lot of that was actually from scoring too, so she didn't get any RA.
And this is tomorrow's game, right, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had 4 points.
Even her assists and stuff are way down. Must be the Emma effect, bro. Must be. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Or mental.
Yeah, either mental or there's some kind of lingering in shoulder injury or something that they're not telling us right now. But I don't know. She just looked mentally out of it the last couple games.
All right. The Hanzo 13 says happy Friday. Any love for Kelsey Plum? Any love for Kelsey Plum first half PRA? 13.5.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, she's in a great spot here. She played awful the first time they played Dallas earlier this season, and I think that was a game that we had some pretty high expectations for her too. But I don't know, man. Dallas, they've been getting a little bit better against the wing defenders. I mean, they're not allowing nearly as many 3-point attempts so far over the last month. So I like the raw talent and raw upside that she offers, but it's been a little bit sketchy with that. She really excelled in her assist upside, so I think there's something to be said about that. And her rebounds have been pretty crazy as of late. It's kind of weird that she's at 3.5, or the fact that they even gave us a rebound prop for her. So I don't know. I'm a little weirded out by that. But great spot for her. Honestly, overall pace total, X, Y, and Z is really good. Also, great free throw upside for her and Hamby today too. I got to shout that out specifically.
Coolio. More spam bots. God dang, I might have to ban them. Big 2 says money lines and spreads and totals. And do it quick, he says. He didn't say that, but he always likes those money lines and totals and spreads and all that stuff. What do we got today? Even though we're not doing it, we shall say it again. We are not doing it. But if you were to do it, what angles you got?
I got the Sparks going up against Dallas and then Indiana at home. Indiana should definitely win this one, especially with no Shakir Austin. I mean, I would be, quite shocked if they lose here. The Sparks have been still just on a great heater over the last month, so I like it. Dallas is Dallas, and I mean, if they come out and shoot really good from three, or Maddie Segrist has some, epic bench game with Lee Uru, then maybe they hang on. But yeah, this one should be pretty straightforward for those two. Vegas Phoenix, I'm good on that. These back-to-back turnaround rematch games are always super weird, so this one I think is a bit more of a coin flip. But Atlanta's looked great. I mean, Ryan Howard coming back, she looked totally healthy, apparently playing 38 minutes. There was no restrictions, so they just keep turnovers low, none of that second half nonsense, because they almost gave the game back to Seattle the last time. They were definitely toying with their food a little bit there, so I like those two. I think these are honestly just, I mean, this surprised the hell out of me, man. I mean, 220 for the Sparks, like that is just absolutely disrespectful.
Okay. Next question. Van Negro Jones says Burton 6 assists. And I will say I was looking at the potentials right before we got on here. Burton had 17 last game, 15 the game before, and 15 the game before that. No one's even close on that team. I was thinking Tiff Hayes was getting some. She got 7 compared to 17 from Burton. So what do you think about Burton's? 6 is high, though. Can we get 5.5?
Yeah.
Oh, it is 5.5. Well, at plus money? Okay. It's not bad.
Yeah. That's kind of weird. Bad. There's mega juice for the under.
Yeah, that's not bad. He says 6 assists, though. I'm not sure. I guess he just means, can she get 6?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally in the realm of possibilities for her. I like the usage. I mean, I saw the usage over the last couple games was pretty fat after, whatever that little weird transition that this team had. She's by and large, I mean, the playmaker, a lot of good potentials for, fast breaks and stuff like that, which typically is caused from her turnovers and X, Y, Z. I am weirded out by the fact that it's just this massively favored for the under. That's kind of weird.
It is, right? Is the matchup bad? Is that why it's low?
No, I mean, it's Chicago. They're giving up points overall, so it makes sense that it would be an over. But me personally, man, I'm so over Golden State. Like, I know we do have a play for them, Xana Lassini here. The PRA, which I think is still pretty low, but this team just is absolutely infuriating. They play way too many players, weird rotation. The rotations change every single game too, and that's something that makes it even more unpredictable. Now, I will say Burton and or Hayes typically pretty locked in for minutes. Xanda's been more so lately, but Burton probably the most trustworthy to get the most time on the court, so I get it. But if the game does go sideways, Carla or Caitlin off the bench is going to come in, and that could be problematic. Wait
a minute. I'm looking at this Burton's on Props Madness. She had 30 points last game? No way. Did she?
I think so. Yeah, she went crazy.
30? I didn't even know that. We were just live betting so much shit. I wasn't paying attention to her. 30? Holy shit.
She hit 6 threes.
She had 44 PRA. What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's crazy. Man, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on Burton then with that. All right. Let's see. Ian says, make sure you don't listen to me during NFL Season 2. They're going to break a bank named after me once NFL season is over. All right, Ian. Well, I like the confidence. I do like the confidence. Mad Zero says we're all winning today. Let's go. Hell yes. K. Rogers says, Asia points, rebounds, or fantasy. Which do you like? I'm not sure if he says PR or fantasy, or if he's saying points, rebounds, or fantasy. But any Asia you like?
So I know our he who will not be named posted her earlier today. I gotta
Big Two.
Tell you that on. No.
What?
Big Kato. Yeah, he posted her earlier today.
Cade.
Yeah, man. All right, let's talk about Asia because I don't know, man. This one definitely weirds me out.
Was that Cade in the comments the other day? Different Cade, right?
Probably
I haven't
Cade,
seen that many Cades with a K though. I would think it was with a C. Doesn't he spell his name with a K?
Yeah.
Cade.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I get the reasoning behind it, but for me, man, I refuse to play any high Vegas props on the road. Man, this team has been a disaster on the road lately. It's warranted. So let's talk about the pros and the cons here. So pros, it's one of the best rebounding matchups. I mean, if Vegas was at home, I'll be all over this rebound upside for her, no doubt. But the rebounds are already high as shit. I mean, 11.5 is ridiculous. She's not even close to this on the season average. Not even close. Not even close. Let me say that again. Not even close. So coming way short of this to begin with. And then we're going to add in, I think the assist is, kind of a yay or nay. 3 needed much more or less in the PRA is something. If I had to pick, it's probably PR, not the PRA. 37.5 is just insane. But the scoring matchup is, on paper, this is one of the worst matchups. I mean, Phoenix has been very, very stout inside the paint. Now, you're going to look at the first matchup and be like, she scored 41 points, and that looked really, X, Y, and Z. Well, that was a different lineup. That was before Bonner. Natasha Mack did not start that game, and she had Catherine Westbelt guarding her for like half of the time. So obviously she cooked in the first half, but a little bit more realistic to the second game. Only 26 points is kind of, expectations, but the rebounds should carry a lot here. Personally, I love the rebound upside. I think it's an okay scoring spot, mostly because Phoenix is top 3 in free throws allowed right now. So she's going to have to get the line a hell of a lot. I mean, she had 11 or 12 free throws. Yeah, 10 free throws, 7 free throws. So this is carrying a lot of weight. I mean, me personally, I'm almost tempted just to even take the free throws straight up. But yeah, she's going to have to do a lot of work as far as that. And then the rebound's going to have to carry the weight. So I get it. I think it's a reasonable play if you want to chase it. But for me personally, I cannot play a player who's 30% or, I think it was 36% and 37% at the other line, but I can't do it, man. Yeah, 38%. I cannot chase somebody playing like this. Specifically, road games. Vegas has been trashed on the road this season. Very unreliable.
Tell us how you really feel about the Aces on the road, E.
Hey, they've been on fire lately. I get it, man. They're coming off of the last 5 out of 6 were at home. Played really, really well, but their road games, man, very suspect. I mean, look at the most recent game. They played at Golden State, almost lost the game, and won by 4. So, that should tell you something.
Yeah, they have been definitely hot and cold, and mostly cold. Van Negro Jones says, I think he has a sports almanac or something. He says, Angsler rebound putback for Mystics upset win today. All right. He sees the future, or he goes to the future and comes back. I don't know what it is, but those 3s hit the other day. Let's see if they hit again today, and let's see if Angsler's even in the game to win the game. I don't know, man. Is she? She's closing the game today? Because no Austin? Is that why?
Yeah, I mean, she'll play more minutes, obviously, but I think the closing squad could be a little bit suspect from game to game. Like if Dolson's getting hot from 3 or something like that, she might stay out there for a little bit longer. But
Dolson,
yeah, now Heavy D and the boys.
Dolson's funny. Starfall says Citron first half PRA at 12.5 looks super high, even with Shakira out. What do you think? 12.5 PRA under first half, or is that scary for you?
I mean, it's warranted. The scoring mostly has been something that's very sketchy for her in the first half. I know last game I was very much so complete fade on Sonia, so hopefully you guys did not play any of her. The first half is definitely concerning. I think we've actually been having more success just waiting to see if, what her lines look like for the second half, first off, and then whenever they start moving her live down, I mean, they tank her lines very quickly. So wouldn't mind the under there. It's a reasonable matchup, but nothing too crazy, nothing really extra on top that would kick her up and over. So I get it.
Matt Zero says Golden State slows the pace a lot, and E wants to get to his plays.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you're 100% right. Like, so I'm assuming he's probably talking about Asia there. They do drag down the pace a lot, but Phoenix is playing at a faster pace, so there's a little trade-off from that. But let's talk about that game here real fast. So we got Leah Boston, Kiki, both scoring upside, Kiki PR, and then Boston's 14.5 points. So I do not prefer the rebound upside for Boston. Historically looked a little bit sketchy. And I mean, man, it's so night and day between her sometimes. But this matchup was kind of weird. She got in a massive foul trouble both times. And I think the first one, she had 3 fouls in the first half. And then the other game, she ended up getting 4 fouls in the second half. So those were stinkers as far as that, but we got to talk about her shooting efficiency. Even with, whatever weird rotation minutes, X, Y, and Z, she still shot 5 of 5 from the field and 4 of 5 from the field. So this is exactly what we're looking for as far as our scoring upside, like very high efficient pick and roll game, all that good stuff. But the shot volume, are you still there? Everything got quiet.
I'm here. I just took the music off just so you could hear what life would be without it. Isn't it weird?
No, I'm just making sure I didn't disconnect.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so for her over the last month, we've seen double-digit field goal attempts, which I think is the norm for her. 10 to 11 field goal attempts, totally fine. But if we're seeing the same kind of production, Washington, they've been blitzing the three-point shooters, so Kelsey Mitchell should have a lot more of a struggle today. Also, shout out her 2.5 3-point under. I think that's still very, very live. Washington notorious for that. But they should expose that interior paint, especially with no Austin today. I mean, Boston, there should be, knock on wood, no concern for foul troubles. She's not going to get much crossover for Kiki. So, I mean, really her only opponents are going to be Dolson and Emily off the bench. So, not expecting to have that BS foul this game. Field goal efficiency look more normal for her. Take her 10 to 11 field goal attempts, a trip or two to the free throw line, and looking for efficiency. So I can't trust the rebounds. Turnovers, been a little bit back and forth. Honestly, not enough trade-off there to warrant taking the blocks and steals. But if you want to play the fantasy, I get it. But I think the scoring is going to be our shortest route to victory today. So 14.5 points, and her first half was at 7.5, which I think is a pretty solid look too.
Okay, cool. So that's telling me that live betting, we're going back to her 2.5 fourth quarter points if it's a close game, and it looks like she will play a good amount of the fourth quarter. 3.5 points are going back to it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. This last game kind of threw us for a loop because she did not come back in until 5 minutes left in the game. So that was a little weird. We definitely got burned on that one, and Kelsey Mitchell just took over.
That can't happen consistently. This is Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, a little bit strange there. So, I mean, we'll keep an eye out if she, for whatever reason, plays late or doesn't have an early sub or something like that. But we'll see.
Okay.
And then on the other side of things, let's talk about Kiki real fast. So games without Sykes and games without Shakira Austin, pretty consistent so far this season. Look at her so far. She's been averaging almost 25 PR per game. This matchup looks a little bit more favorable. Indiana's been pretty suspect over the last month now. They've actually moved up to allowing the most amount of points inside the paint, which is pretty crazy because they were hovering around here in middle, bottom of the pack, and then just kind of kept scooting up. So their lack of size and depth and, playing a lot of guards right now kind of leaving Boston in isolation, leading to a lot of points inside the paint. So Kiki, pretty consistent. We're seeing the minutes. I mean, she did play over 30 minutes this last game like we were hoping for. Again, Austin being out today should help that. So over 30 minutes, and field goal volume has not changed. I mean, we keep seeing that kind of creeping up too. So I like that. Look for double-digit field goal attempts and to do her thing on the glass as usual.
Yeah, Big Kiki, man. She does well when she gets her minutes. So hopefully we'll get some minutes today. Now, I wasn't looking, sorry. Was her last game, did she get more minutes than the game before? I know she didn't get shit in the first half. Yeah, okay. There we go. Love it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. So right around that 30 minutes is what we're looking for. But, I mean, even still worst case scenario, she cleared this line in 2 out of the 2 games this season. One with only 22 and a half minutes, and then the other one just shy of 27 minutes. So give me that 28 to 30 minute range, and I think we'll be Gucci.
Yes, sir. Big Kiki, let's get it.
Big Kiki. All right, and then here, let me just roll through the last play, and then we'll just answer questions till we get out of here. So we got Alicia Gray again, same situation. Ryan Howard just came back with the team, but Canada's gonna be out for a couple of weeks. And looking at so far with this team, even with Ryan Howard being back, so this is Howard on the court and Canada off the court. You can see Gray just still, putting in work, averaging 27 PR per game. I know last game we took her PRA because it was still at an adjusted or before the adjusted line. 25 and a half was totally fine. 26 and a half, I'm kind of good on that. But the Ryan Howard being back has definitely cut down on the assists. You and I were looking at that right before we hopped on. And Howard is by far and away the point guard and the leader for that. Gray gets a little bit in the mix behind that, but it kind of funnels out between the rest of the team. The matchup, though, Seattle, we know we love our rebounds in this spot, so big upside for her. She's actually had double-digit rebounds in both games so far this season. 11 in both of them is pretty wild, but even still in the first game early in the season when the team's fully healthy, she still had 4, so I don't mind this at all. I would like to confirm that Brittany Griner is not in the starting lineup one more time, but even in the dark, I still like it here. Griner starting would just kind of hurt the rebounding, but I think her field goal volume and all that stuff should be the same. So I like it. 22 and a half PR was going to be our play.
Alicia Gray, let's go back to her. She did us well last time.
Pause.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's answer some questions, and we are going to get out of here, get prepped for the game.
Yay! 3 live games at 4:30. 3 at once. We're going to need all hands on deck again. We're going to need Big 2 in there. We're going to need Big E in there. We're going to need some chamber plays. Anyone else who wants to jump in and live bet with us, jump in there. We'll be in there in about an hour. Okay, Roger says E. Williams PR. We're at 34 likes, E.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So the Liz and Cardoso debate, technically speaking, this is one of the worst matchups for them. Cardoso fell very short of her scoring upside. Killed the rebounds. She had 11 in the first game they played. Liz, I like her for the secure minutes that she's getting. I hate the matchup, man. I hate the matchup. Not a great matchup. She played really well against them the first time. 12 field goal attempts for her is kind of her normal lately. But if I had to lean between the two of them, probably her, just because we've seen Coach will at least play her in the second half more consistently than Camilla. But her line's getting on up there, man. I don't know. Not in love with the matchup. Mega pace down for them too. Mega pace down. But it's Liz Williams. She's been doing it, so I get it if you want to run it, but don't love the matchup. Not in love with the matchup.
Ian's back. He says, hypothetically, of course, if you were going to build a 2 to 3 man, what are your best props?
Is that a serious question?
That's what he said. That's that man. That's your friend, Ian. That's your friend.
Oh, man. Well, we posted some plays up already, man. We had the flex slip already posted. I love Hamby. Hamby, easily my favorite play today. Hamby and Kiki are pretty prime spots. Gray, just love the consistency in minutes. Boston, any of these, dog.
Which of those have bumped? Are they all the same right now?
You give me a vague question, you're going to get a vague answer.
Dang, E!
Hey, we tell you all the time. You got to tell me the site. If you're just asking me general questions, then you can only get a general answer. Hey, he has books and everything else, so I know he's got access to multiple things to find this.
You know how he is, silly Ian. Hey, Dwayne Harris says,
I'm not being mean. I'm just being practical. You can't just in the blind expect me to know what site you're talking about.
Well, you're being a little bit mean, okay? It's just the truth.
I'm sorry, Ian. I didn't mean to.
Poor Ian. Dwayne Harris, what's up, bro? He says, thanks for the stream, fellas. You like any 5-head props today? We already know we're kind of looking at our minutes trending down. Our rebounds have been off a little bit. Do you like anything that has to do with her lines today? I'm assuming points or nothing, but probably nothing. Or you like her rebounds under?
Yeah, the rebound under, man. I was talking about this earlier.
I like that.
I mean, both, if I'm not mistaken, both her and Hamby really struggled for this, but centers specifically have been really coming up shy for their rebound potentials lately. See. Oh, yeah, they have it on the under. I mean, you take a look at so Jonquil barely got over there. She had 10, but the other game, she only had 6 rebounds. I mean, Griner 4, Jonquil 7. It's kind of weird that they played 3 times, but even Asia missed both of hers. She there's no way in hell her line was 9.5. That can't be real. So difficult spot, honestly. With her also, Brink being back into the lineup, as I was showing you guys earlier, that's really cut into her just overall. I mean, she's staying 71% so far, staying under this, and she's only averaging 6.1 rebounds total. So it's a hefty, 1.5 discount there is pretty huge. I don't know if I would necessarily mess with the defensive rebounds, but she could still just get random offensive rebounds from time to time. But things are treading in quite the opposite direction. And I mean, you can see over the last 5 games, 6 games now that it's really come down. As long as Brink is playing her normal minutes, because this last game, I'm surprised she didn't do a hell of a lot more with how many minutes she played. You see, this is going to be scary. But if we get in this normal mix here, that's I think totally fine.
Well, did Brink get hurt in that second half? She went to the locker room, I think, and came back and never came back in.
It's the first half, yeah.
Oh, so Azari got more minutes. So hopefully Brink will play more, and then this under would be real nice. Cool. All right, well, we'll watch for that. We'll see how the first half goes, and maybe we can find some unders with the. If we go back to 5-head and go under again, and she gets us again, bro, that would be crazy. Machiavelli says Satu rebounds. Man, Satu has been absolutely ghosting. She's on the court, but she's not on the court. It's weird. What's going on?
Yeah. It's just kind of a power struggle between this team right now. They just have so many good players, between the big 3. It's hard for her to, really establish her footing. But it's funny you bring up the rebounds, because that was actually something that was on my radar earlier too, and I actually almost had it. It was the alternate to be in our protected plays slip. So the rebound combo between Asia and Satu, this was another one that kind of stood out for me. So Satu, she historically puts up about 6+ rebounds in her meetings against Vegas. The 2 this season, I know she had 9 rebounds in both of them. Now, again, I got to preface, it was a bit of a different situation. Before Bonner got on the team, the first time they played, that was when Natasha Mack wasn't starting and Westbelt was starting. So it's, I think something for her still could have the consistency there. I know the last couple games have looked more like Satu as of late. Like, I like the last 3 games. A little bit scary here before that, but, we know what she can do. We've seen this at the beginning of the season. So the 5.5 rebounds is still pretty damn low. I'm almost tempted to take a PR, because I think she's going to have some really good size versus her opponents today. I mean, you're talking either Jackie Young and or Dana Evans out there to guard her. And I mean, Jackie would be a little bit scarier, but Dana Evans guarding her, that might be kind of a tough sled. So I like the historic, man. I mean, it looks great. Some of this stuff back to last year, though, is her at the power forward. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, 9 in both games this season is pretty stellar. So either one of those, don't mind. And also, if you had to play on Prizepicks, the combo was something that stood out for me today.
Nice. I was noticing there's no Hamby and no 5-head in the combos there. Probably for a reason.
Yeah, or because they would have it on any other given Sunday, but no Boston plus Kiki point prop. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they know. They only offer what they think is going to be probably look good to you, but not be that good underneath. Kind of for the prize picks away, eh? Dwayne Harris says lineup looks like money, by the way. I think he's liking your plays today, E. That's what's up. Dwayne Harris, appreciate you. Hopefully they come through. Hey, Big E, let's go. I have a good feeling about today. I know you were a little skeptical on it, 5 games, but hey, when you pick out 4 plays from 5 games, I already know it's going to be nice. They all make sense too. I'm with it. I'm with all of them. K. Roger says Stevens 3-point attempts.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I still don't mind that one. The spot for her, the pick and roll game up high should be pretty efficient. I mean, right before I was actually closing that down, we were looking at her scoring upside. It's, it is Dallas. Obviously, the bigs are going to feast inside, outside the paint, but she put up 21 points against them, which is pretty impressive. I know she teed off on them. She had 5 threes against them, so that's pretty wild. The 3-point attempts, was it at 4, or was there a line with that, or no?
No, it just says 3-point attempts.
Okay. It feels, 3.5 would be lovely. A little scary over the last couple games because, like, the Golden State should have been a decent spot, and New York should have been a pretty good spot too. But that's tough, man. I don't know if you've taken the.
I feel like there's going to be a game when they just decide Brink's going to get more minutes and somebody's going to just lose the fuck out, and it's going to be Azare probably. It's going to happen one of these days here soon. It has to. I'm scared of any Azare overs. I can't do it. I'm scared.
Nah, I get it. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of a coin toss between if you would rather take the attempts, because I mean, it seems like if most of the attempts are coming along with actual threes made too, but there's a slightly better hit rating for just a straight up 3-point made. And even weirder, I mean, her straight up points, which it's been 12.5 for a while now. So, maybe this is a game. This could be the game. She's up to 13.5, even with her lines being reduced over the last couple of games. Now she's getting bumped back up. I don't know. Weird story.
Yeah, it seems scary. A little trappy. Brink in the mix. It's just too coin flip feelish to me. But hey, that's just me. Jay Work, what's happening, bro? He says AT turnovers. That's interesting. What about AT turnovers? Are they at a number that's decent, or are they crazy high? 3? Oh, she hasn't been getting there. That's weird.
Yeah, and they haven't moved her line down, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, I would play her at 2.5 almost any given night, but 3's kind of pushing it. I mean, needing 4 to really get there. Could this be the game for her to do it? Sure. I mean, Asia's obviously going to be a force to be reckoned with on defense, but been pretty good with ball discipline lately, albeit a few favorable matchups. Like Atlanta's, I would say, really the only 2 forced turnovers kind of style, opponents, but Vegas also not really forcing that many turnovers. I mean, they are bottom 5 in force per game, so it's gonna have to mostly come from Asia. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, chasing 4 is kind of high.
Yeah, I feel you. AT can be a turnover machine. She could have 9, but she could have 3, she could have 2. Chances are she probably pushes. K. Rogers says Kelsey Mitchell. Just Kelsey Mitchell in general, he says. What do you think about Kelsey Mitchell today?
It's going to be a tough spot from 3. I mean, she could get to the free throw line in her mid-range bag a little bit more. The slashing in the basket kind of is a hit or miss from game to game as far as the layups go, but there should be pretty massive 3-point downside for her today. So I don't know if I necessarily want to mess with her unders or under like points or something like that. The 4.5 assists is still too damn high. Like, I don't understand why it's that high. She didn't even come close to sniffing that last game. But the 3-point, I think, downside is pretty large for her today. I mean, even though, yes, Indiana is going to have a few other guards that can shoot from the wing, I think they're going to put a little bit more focus on her today and just dare, one of the wing players of, Sophie, Hole, XYZ, whoever they end up starting today. Which also to that note, they did sign another player, just a guard into the mix, just something to kind of keep in the back of your head there. Not really sure what that's going to look like for minutes or usage on the team, but just something to note. Not in love with Kelsey Mitchell today, honestly.
Did you say Sophie's Hole?
No, I probably said Sophie and something as a whole.
Oh, no, you said Sophie Hole. You listed two players back to back. You said Sophie Hole. I was like, Sophie's Hole?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck, bro? God dang. We're gonna have to do something. Big Two would have jumped through the screen and get you, bro, talking about his girl like that. Hey,
Bro,
I wanted to ask
on this 4.5 assists, man.
Yeah, can we go under?
Oh, why you have that new research tool? Do you want to look and see what that looks like?
Yeah. I got it right here, and I sent it to you. You should have it. But let me look. Fever, potential assists, and Kelsey Mitchell. Last game, I see 11. Game before that, I see 13. Game before that, I see 11. Game before that, I see 14. She has a lot more in the last 4, I will say, with McDonald out.
Yeah, well, these are also some pretty prime matchups. Like one of those is Chicago, the other one's Indiana or LA.
4.5 is pretty high, but yeah, it's one of those ones. I wanted to ask you though a question I had. I saw someone post somewhere. I can't remember where I found it, but it was interesting, and I didn't get a chance to look into it. What do you think about Gabby under 3.5 3-point attempts? With Sykes around. Plus, it looks like she hasn't even done that with Sykes before Sykes. So I don't know if how would you look that up? Obviously, you'd say Atlanta. What are they doing about threes? Blah 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 blah. I know Gabby had minutes last game more than the game before, but it seemed kind of interesting. It seemed a little high.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's been the same bread and butter all season. Them in Washington really limiting 3-point attempts per game. And also something too, it was a part of our Flex Friday slip, but I'll kind of show you, my reasoning for the overplay, but also the reason like where that usage is coming from or being taken away from. So look at here's NECA at the beginning of the season to where we are now. So she was at 3.5 earlier. Let me make this look a hell of a lot better than it did. But so beginning of the season, Gabby was really playing well. Skylar was obviously dominating, like she was doing so much for the offense. So NECA was not being forced to take her shots from 3 at all like this. But you look at over the last 20 games for her, and then the same thing for Gabby, where we're seeing the trade-off that NECA is really taking a huge step forward. I mean, she's cleared this in all but 4 of the last 20 games. So her 3-point shooting taking that big step forward. And then you go back over here to Gabby, where in the last 20 games, you can see here's where it starts falling off. And even though this wasn't where Sykes joined the team, obviously Sykes just came back to the team, this range, but they're the way that they're running the offense, and now especially even more so with Wheeler and Malonga on the bench as a second unit, as that little duo core, she just hasn't been having to do that. For Gabby, it's just truly been the 3-and-D kind of process. I mean, you can see the points still staying around that 10 marker, which is insane. She was just 13.5 points 2 games ago. So that line, I don't know if I necessarily want to mess with, because that's pretty damn low for her. But the playmaking, step back forward, I mean, this is her usual thing we saw at the beginning of the season too. So that really hasn't wavered at all for her. The free throws too, I know that was something that was a really popular play when she was going through the stretch, and I was laughing because I was like, there's no way in hell we're playing that prop for Gabby.
I'm glad you didn't.
She missed it. Games, yeah. So it's just weird, man. I mean, this is a team that's a true powerhouse, and not only between the starting units. I mean, now you have a really solid backup unit. So she's just getting lost in the sauce. I mean, if they're not creating a lot of turnovers and fast breaks, she's not getting a lot of action between that. Just not really being asked to shoot the ball a ton. I mean, double digits is probably a solid game for her, but 9, 10, 11 field goal attempts is probably all you're getting out of her. So a third of that is coming from 3. 4 though,
yeah,
that's not bad.
I think you're strengthening my thoughts on that, because she's the late game as well. We can just use it chamber play That'd be a good one to throw in there live, I think, just for fun.
Sure.
Looks like it has a decent shot to hit. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking at that stuff. Black Belt Bobby says, Black Belt Bobby, I like that name. He says, Angel Reese fake injury again is funny. Poor Angel. No one gives her a break.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, at this point, we're just kind of past the whole Caitlyn or the whole Clark Reese debate. I mean, hell, they're not even playing games.
They're not even playing.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's funny. Thomas Bird, what's happening, bro? I like what he says too. I want to see what you do when you look at this, because this is interesting. Diggs has been, like you said, lost in the sauce a little bit. What about her under PRA?
Yeah, man. So she had a weird second half this last game. Honestly, I don't even know really what happened there. She went into half with 4 assists and then ended the game with
you're looking at
this player.
Yeah, I was like, wait, are we doing something?
Yeah, different S plus Y name. But yeah, it was weird, man. She had 4 assists going into half, and then she ended the game with 4. I know the field goal volume, I think, is something that's going to be obviously taking a hit with Sykes joining the starting unit. The playmaking has been very solidified. Even though this last game she missed out, I think she's still back to the primary point guard duties. And 3-point shooting, that's something that's been really suspect for her all season anyways. That one, if she catches fire from 3, it is what it is. Those are going to be big scoring nights for her. But overall, not really being asked to do that much. And the only thing that, kind of stinks is not having Candid on the other side as a, really, really great wing defender. That's a bit unfortunate there. But even still, I mean, they were able to keep her pretty well in check so far in these series. And it's something, as long as she's not getting to the free throw line a bunch too. We haven't seen that kind of spike from her in a minute now. Not like it was at the beginning of the season, because, man, bro, she's getting the free throw line like multiple times a game. So not the best free throw upside for her either. I mean, Atlanta's dead last in free throws allowed, so that makes sense. Really just wetting her getting hot from 3, so I don't mind the scoring downside. Be careful with the RA. That's a little fluky.
Cool. So that's another interesting one, I think. 2 unders for Seattle. Even Ezzy. Hey, that reminds me. You seen how they had Malunga's second half at 7.5 points last game, and then they just took it off the board? I think they put it up. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. And I was about to go under. Yeah, I was about to go under, and I was like, no, I was kind of scared. And I forgot later it was Ezzy's birthday, so it was perfect under time. I think she ended with like 2 points in the second half. But anyways, we'll see. We should get Malunga props one day soon. Benegro Jones says, I disagree with you, E, on Mitchell. My Mystics will struggle stopping her. Just my homer take. He thinks Kelsey's going to ball out today. And he got the almanac. He has the almanac, E. Watch what you say. He has the almanac.
I don't doubt her talent at the house, and that's the only reason why I couldn't, I can't make it an official play or put my stance on it. If she was on the road, I'd be game for it. But at home, Washington kind of struggling on the road, so I get it. I think she has a decent game, but if she doesn't get hot from 3, she's probably not having a great game.
NFL 2025 all game stream, NFLCBS.com. That was a nice comment.
Woo!
Thanks, guys. The spam bot is here, and hopefully the spam bot hits the like button. So hit the like button, spam bot. You're probably helping us out with that. Thank you so much. Damien says, what's the NECA play? Trying to tail before something happened. What's up, Damien? What's the NECA play?
It
already happened.
It did bump, unfortunately. Yeah.
Maybe it's on other sites, though. You think? Maybe it's on Underdog. Let me look for them. It was over 3-point attempts. They don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that.
Yeah, it was 3.5.
Yeah.
It did bump, unfortunately, already, but it was something that we had talked about on stream last time too. Just her. Well, hell, I mean, we just broke it down here for you guys too. So hopefully you caught a part of that trade off between Gabby and Skylar not shooting it from 3. It's pretty much just been NECA and Sykes plus Wheeler off the bench. So Seattle, not notorious for shooting a whole lot of 3s, one of the bottom teams that do it, but NECA has been quite a bit over the last month. If you want to take it at 4, I get it. Asking for 5 is a little bit higher, or obviously a hell of a lot higher, but If you want to play the bump, I get it. She might push though. I'll preface that she definitely might push.
Okay. What was I going to ask you? Seattle. Oh, Sykes. I know Sykes didn't do what we wanted her to do last game. What happened there? Was it just less usage, or did she just miss a bunch of shots and she might have a decent game today?
Well, back to the free throws allowed again. That's been a really big upside for her, and Atlanta not allowing that many free throws has been a hamper. But also, I mean, with her, it was just a more formidable opponent this time around. So saw some resistance, had a really, really slow first half, and then just unfortunately couldn't land any buckets. I mean, she was just shooting really, really bad, honestly.
So did they put her line down for this game? Was she 13 or something like that? Because you kind of liked it like yesterday or the day before, I thought. So now that we're here, 14. Okay. So it's kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's 13 and a half on the books.
I swear I saw 13 flat last night, maybe. I don't know. But that seems high now. Okay. All right. Ian says, I tailed that Flex Friday with some minor adjustments. Ian took your Flex Friday and made some minor adjustments, and he just want to let you know. Okay?
All right. Hey, remember last time you did that, you had one extra play on there that you were sweating that we were not.
Ian.
I say that with love. I say that with love.
Yeah, it's always with love, Ian. Don't ever get mad. Black Belt Bobby says, Satu beefing with the coach. Also,
another thing that's been, a concern of mine, she just, anytime that stuff happens between a player and a coach, never ends really well. Obviously, her getting benched at one game for him throwing a temper tantrum. She came back, looked pretty well the last game, so it's just, one of those players that haven't seen the consistency so far since coming back from her injuries. And now with Copper and, again, Bonner being into the units, it just kind of muddies up the waters. So I do like Copper a little bit today. I will say pretty solid history against Vegas. Slashing guards do a little bit more damage. But, yeah, man. Phoenix has got too many good players on it. Their lines are too high.
I like Phoenix. We'll see what they do. Starfall says, everyone loving Wilson, but I'm feeling Jackie 12.5 field goal attempts. Might be my second fave prop so far. Jackie field goal attempts.
I still like Jackie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'll even throw up good old DK over here because they had the best line for it earlier. But her PRA was still at, I think, 24.5. You could get it. Juice moved up a little bit more, but still 24.5, 25.5. I don't mind. It's not that bad. The rebound upside for her should still be pretty solid here. Scoring, it was kind of getting a little hairy this last game, but she had a strong finish in the second half. So I don't mind it. I'm truly worried about Asia, man. I'm kind of surprised that she's such a popular play today. I get it, but again, Vegas on the road, man, tough to trust them.
Her lines are a little on the low side, right? Because of the matchup, though? They look lower than before,
Jackie?
Don't they? No, Asia.
No. I mean, I don't remember the last time she's been 37.5 ERA.
She's higher than before?
Yeah, she bumped up already today, too. She was at 36.5 ERA.
All right,
earlier.
big two. Time to go for this under second half, maybe. We'll see how high they give it to us. We got 19.5 last time. That was nice. We'll see what we get. Hattori Hanzo 13 says, Sophie Cunningham 16 PRA. What do you think?
Well, I'm a little bit worried that she's the most popular play over on Prizepicks, at least for the scoring upside. Washington, again, pretty good against the three-pointers. Maybe she's the one that kind of gets away and gets a few extra shots off. So, I don't know, man. She's honestly just kind of a fave for me today. I like the minutes. I like what we've seen recently, but I'm not in love with the matchup.
All right. Black Belt Bobby says, DFS question. Hayes over Burton? ? So, Tiffany Hayes over Burton. He says, I hate playing anyone off career games, and ownership is probably through the roof today on Burton. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Hate playing players off career games. What do you think? Hayes? Is Hayes worth a shot over Burton?
Yeah. I mean, Hayes can bring you a little bit more of the potential consistent scoring, well, more consistent scoring upside, and her RA's been pretty solid for her too. I think the turnover downside is better for her. Burton might come with a little bit more, and then the blocks and the steals are kind of one and the same for both of them.
Okay. Silvern says, "What's up, bro?" He says Citron under 16.5 points. Wow, that's pretty high for her.
It bumped up? No way.
Well, he says 16 and a half.
Man.
Yeah. I wonder where that 16.5 is. Maybe I think he uses Underdog. I want to think I remember here. Let's see. Citron on Underdog, 16.5. Yeah. 0.9 on the under. But yeah, there you go.
She's on FanDuel too.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, 16.5 is pretty freaking high, man. I mean, I get it. Shakira being out today is somewhat of a concern, but that's high, man. That's really high for her. Yeah, I don't mind the under for that. I would feel a little bit better if we can get the starting five to see who they're going to put for Indy on the other side, because obviously we saw last game Odyssey Sims didn't start, and then them signing another point guard is a little bit weird, so maybe things can kind of get shaken up. If one of the other point guards be Sims or I forget the other girl's name, but if one of them starts, bro, I'm smacking that 4.5 assist under for Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh yeah. If what was that? What's her name?
It's
I know what you're saying though.
Kira or Kyra Lambert, whoever this is.
Or Sims.
So
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. K Frosh says Veronica Burton 5 assists ? 5 assists does sound very gettable for Veronica B. What do you think?
Yeah, her to get 5, I would not mind that at all. Honestly, 4.5's been her sweet spot, so don't mind that.
Okay.
Getting 6, kind of pushing it.
Colossus with a triangle after it. New name. What's up, bro? He says it's just Kiki rebounds a good play today.
See, shit, 8.5 again.
8.5. Super juice on the over. Woo wee.
It's pretty juicy.
Super juice.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad look for her, honestly. Not the best of matchups on paper, but she's been very, very efficient with no Shakira Austin. Only thing again with her is just sweating the minutes from time to time, but she's been proven. I mean, she's averaging almost 10 rebounds so far with the absence of her and Sykes, so it's warranted. I get it. Just make sure you get a decent payout for it, though.
Yeah, for sure. Peyton Gibson says Paige over 19.5 points.
Ugh, the great Paige debate, man. I will say I love Paige tonight in this given spot, but her lines are quite adjusted. They are a bit higher than obviously with Enrique being out, but they are quite adjusted. The back issue is still somewhat concerning because at what point do they start dialing her back a little bit more and more? Because Dallas is not playing for anything other than pride here. So if she plays 30 minutes or 33 minutes again, I think her lines will be attainable, but small consideration too for her 15.5 field goal attempts. I thought that was a bit of an appropriate and or low prop for her considering, but yeah, I mean, she should be able to hopefully get 20 points tonight. Big PA upside, rebounding could be a little bit sketchy, and good steal upside, but comes with a little bit of turnovers with the pace too.
All right, and the final question, and we can get out of here and get ready for the game, get our chamber plays together, get our live betting ready. And we are at 40 likes. If you guys haven't hit the like yet, please hit the like for us. We are up there and we appreciate that a lot. We are only 40 watching and 40 likes, so that's a fucking dope. But if you haven't hit the like yet, please do. That would help us very much. So Machiavelli says Salon points.
Yeah, Salon's kind of interesting today. I mean, it is somewhat of a favorable matchup, albeit she will be going up against Liz Williams, who is a pretty good defender. So we are going to need her to land hopefully multiple threes, because getting past the 11 markers been kind of a challenge for her. She, 11.5 today?
Think so.
Yeah, 11.5. Yeah, so getting 12's been kind of pushing it. She is losing out on some production to Xana Lassini here, who also was somebody that very much so on the radar. Her PRA and her points still pretty low for how much shooting she's been doing lately, but both of these players should get pretty sizable minutes. Salon should, I would assume she's going to be out there to match Liz Williams on the other side as far as minutes go, so hopefully the game stays close. That'll be the only thing. She will play under 30 minutes there, but we need some threes from her. That's the only thing I would say from her. It's been kind of a sweat, but I don't mind it. Both of the players in a good spot today. Golden State's in a good spot overall, but man, I just hate this team so much.
That's mean. 43 likes. Love you guys.
Hate to bet on them. Let me say that. Fun to watch. Hate to bet on.
That's better. Jeez. That was rude. All right. We made it to the end, E. We made it.
Great. Let's see. Atkins available and Haley Van Lith available as well. Izzy Harrison is still out with concussion tomorrow. All right, cool. Well, we got most of our news so far. We're just waiting on confirmed lineups for these first few games, and we'll take it away. But we appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us again today on this most flexus of Friday. We're going to go watch some basketball tonight. 5-game slate. Woo! Live betting is going to be crazy, so make sure you guys don't miss out. Come check out the Discord. Links in the description. Good luck tonight. We will catch y'all back on... actually, I think we were off Monday. Here, let me double check that. I think we were off. Yeah. No games on Monday. Another insane 5-game slate on Tuesdays, so... Maybe we do maybe a little late night stream on Monday. We'll see how we're feeling.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking, is there anything on the weekend we can do as well? Or we don't have to, but just look, what do the games look like time-wise on Sunday? Not that you want to, but let's just look at it. 1, 3, what does that say? 3, 6?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all throughout the game? Looks like an all-day live betting fucking marathon again. All right, well. Jump in the Discord. Let's do some live betting, man. We're going to whoop some ass in that again. I can't wait. We were 9-5 yesterday. We're keeping it going. Let's go.
That's right. Well, good luck tonight. We'll catch you all in the Discord, and we'll see you back here at least on Tuesday. Peace.